Well, here we have it, folks. We've been working our way through those 30 whiskies at the beginning of the month. We've picked the final 16. We've worked our way through the Sweet 16 round. We've worked our straight through the last 8 rounds. We've went through the semis. We now have got down to the final 2 whiskies. If I was a betting man, I don't think anybody would have thought these two would have made it through to the final. They've come through all the heats, they've come through all their challenges, everything. They went through the blind stages, they went through the head-to-heads, they went through the battles. We've now got down to 2 super fantastic whiskies. The only thing they have in common, guys, and it's not me picking it that way, they're both finished in Oloroso sherry. So there's no sherry whiskies really made it through towards the end, the latter stages. Except the 2 in the final have got a wee bit of sherry in it, so I'm a wee bit more happy that there's some sherry involved in here. But predominantly, guys, these are here on merit, they're here on quality, they're here on fantastic whiskies. I'm glad to see the Glen Scotia finally made it. I was a bit worried that I wasn't going to get it here. It has. To be fair, the Port Charlotte's not much higher either. That's probably down to a bit here as well, so it's pretty low down the bottle too. So I'm glad to say they've made it. No waffling, guys. I'm going to dive on. This is going to be a big battle. This is probably going to be my toughest battle to date. Have to pick a winner. We have to pick a March Malt Madness winner. It'd be the first ever Whiskey Friend Malt Madness winner. That's a bit of a tongue twister, that. But okay, I'm glad to say I haven't had any whiskey yet. I did start on a wee bit of a kind of. I had a wee Glendronach 12 to start to get the palate going. So we're going to dive into these two. I'm going to start with the Glen Scotia, the 18, which is on my right, which may be on your left, and vice versa. So let's get the coins off to be covered up, guys, for the last half hour. Let's get some flavour into the room. Let's get some aroma going on, and let's taste some whiskey. Let's continue some malt madness. This is my last malt madness video of 2023. So let's see how it goes. On the nose, Glen Scotia 18. So there's that beautiful, beautiful toffee caramel perfume sweetness. I've become really acclimatised to this. Now, what a wonderful, wonderful first nose this is. It's very caramel, it's very vanilla, but that perfume thing is that kind of potpourri thing's going around in the back. Just if you haven't caught the other videos, guys, this started off its life in American oak casks. Its final 12 months was moved into Oloroso, just to give it a little finish on Oloroso, and it's awesome. Toffee, lots of toffee, that beautiful toffee sweetness. The spices are there. It's aromatic. It's really engaging. It's really interesting. The bacon spices, I think maybe today, I think it's cinnamon, maybe a little bit of clove, maybe some nutmeg. So there's definitely some bacon spices kicking around. That typical Glen Scotia thing is here. If you're a fan, if you're not a fan of Glen Scotia, you might not pick this up, but Glen Scotia has, for me, that spicy, fruity character. This has it in bag loads. Floral, it's spicy. Apricot, the fruit is apricot, pears, apples. It's got that beautiful vanilla toffee sweetness. It's got, again, the coastal thing, the Campbeltown thing there. It's not, I wouldn't say this is a funky Campbeltown. So if you're looking for that Campbeltown funk, then I don't think that's necessarily in this one. But I think it's salty, it's maritime, it's coastal, it's that sea thing going on. Just a real nice. Such a wonderful nose. Fruity, spicy, aromatic, toffied, honeyed, wonderful stuff. So, let's try the other guy now. Let's try the Port Charlotte. Brook Laddie. This was distilled in 2010 in ex-bourbon Syrah Vindu Natural casks. Was transferred in 2019 into some sherry hogsheads for a period of 18 months to give it a nice finish on this one. Okay, here's the difference. This is, I've got no smoke, no peat whatsoever on this one. This is the opposite. This is smoky, peaty Islay. So it's Islay versus Campbeltown battle. So we've got a couple of battles going on, guys. We've got the Glen Scotia 18 battle in the Port Charlotte OLC 01 2010. We've got Campbeltown versus Islay. So any Campbeltown fans watching, dive in, give your votes. Any Islay fans, dive in, give your votes. Let us know. Should they be here? Should they not be here? Any reason why they shouldn't have got here? They've purely got here, guys, because I've tasted them. And on whatever given date it was, these were the ones that went through to the next round. These are the ones that have made it all the way through. They've come through some tough hurdles. They've been up against some good whiskies and they've come through. I don't think I would have picked these. If you'd asked me at the beginning of March, would I have picked these two at the final? I've got no idea I would have picked these two at the final. But smoky up front, it's meaty. Definitely got that beautiful cooked meat, sticky, sweet barbecue sauce there going around. It's floral, it's fragrant. This is a wee bit more perfumed. This is more kind of. So this is more kind of. What's the word I'm looking for? You've passed somebody and they've got some aftershave on, or it's that perfumed. This is much more floral, pot-pourri, fruit basket, that kind of flower basket, that kind of thing. But this one now is becoming that more, and it always does. I'm getting used to this now. It brings in that beautiful sweet confectionery note, raspberries, strawberries, those. What's the word I'm looking for? Confectionery, sweets, wheat shot, even that cola cubes there, cola cubes, berry fruits, raspberries, strawberries, but it's confectionery strawberries, so it's like a strawberry sweet. It's nutty, it's chocolatey. A little bit of coffee in the back. Real nice. But that again, now it changes again. Coastal, maritime, sea breeze, saltiness, sea air, all of that stuff's going on. The smoke is in the back. Oh, this is going to be tough, guys, because I love them both. I like them both. I've been smashing through them both. I've picked them both, so I have to have liked them. So this is where it's going to be, guys. This let's taste them and see if that helps me make my mind up anymore. So let's dive in. I'm going to taste the Glen Scotia first. So dive in. Glen Scotia 18, down the hatch. Responsibly, of course. Mmm. Wow. So big. Comparing that, guys, I could have mixed it up a little bit and put the two 18s together, the Springbank 18 and the Glen Scotia 18, and I could have made it a real Campbeltown 18-year-old fight out. I honestly think, guys, now looking back, if I'd have put those two 18s together, I think this might have nicked it. This comes in bigger, it comes in punchier, it comes in hotter, it's so much more spicy arrival. It's a punchy arrival, it's a hot arrival. The Springbank 18 was a wee bit more gentle coming in. It's a wee bit more luxurious, a wee bit more easier sipper. This is just a punchy 18, and I think it's going to do well against the 55.1. So, wow. Spicy, so much toffee, man. Lots and lots and lots of toffee. It's, wow. Soft toffee, sticky toffee. It's like the nose. Loads and loads of toffee going on. But here comes those fruits, those apples, those apricots. The tropical, there's a wee bit more tropical now. Maybe some pineapple. Cooked, but the cooked pineapple thing's definitely there. Real nice. Pizza pineapple. I know a lot of people don't like pizza pineapple, but there's a piece of pineapple note there. It's salty, it's peppery, some dried fruit. The salty, peppery thing is there throughout. I think it's one of those things. Salty, it's peppery, in the back as a blanket. In between, it's nutty. It's becoming much more nutty now. Salty, but I don't think it's quite salty. Not, I think the salt's a separate thing. The tropical fruit, all of that stuff there. Such a beautiful, balanced, complex, interesting. I was going to say easy sipping there, but it's getting easier. In fact, let's do another one. No need for water with this. This is just fine as it is. Definitely balanced. It's definitely complex. Definitely punch above its weight. When you consider the 16 whiskies it's been up against and it's got through to the final two, granted, the order they came out might have done it some favours, but it's went through the 16, it's got to the last two. Wonderful whiskey. Well done again, Glen Scotia. So, we're going peat, heavily peated, Port Charlotte, heavily peated, OLCO1 2010, 55.1% ABV. So it's got a bigger ABV. Colour-wise, it's got a beautiful, that little bit darker than the Glen Scotia. I think whether the Oloroso casks, I don't know how active those Oloroso casks were, but it's definitely got a real nice, the Jurassic Park amber thing's going on. Real nice. Let's taste it. Cheers, folks. Mm. Oh my goodness. Compared to the Glen Scotia coming in a wee bit hot. That is coming in nice and hot. 55.1 you'd expect it to, but it's much drier. Sucks all the saliva out your palate. Coats everywhere, gets in everywhere. It's big, it's powerful, it's punchy, it's a big arrival. Thick, oily, creamy, buttery, thick, mouth coating, mouth watering. And that's just the arrival. Once you get into it, it's cinnamon, it's pepper, it's spicy. The smoke's there, it's sooty. That's where the dryness I think is coming from. But then the red fruits kick in. Those raspberries, those strawberries, bit of red apple. But the difference now is from the nose they were more kind of candied strawberry, candied raspberry. Now they're just juicy and jammy and sticky. Juicy strawberry, jammy raspberries. It's like raspberry jam. Sticky. Some chocolate. I've got some chocolate now. And it's so nutty. Nutty's coming in. Wow. Ever changing. Some dried fruit, some fake dates, figs, raisin. I think that's the Oloroso again. So much complexity, so much, even the layers and the balance is just. This is an experimental series, guys, and I think hopefully this experimental series continues because it's fantastic. Yes, it was my favourite peated whiskey of 2022. So I'm no surprised that it's managed. I am surprised that I done it blind and got it through. So that's kind of maybe endorsed my feelings that I've managed to get it there. No surprises that it's here. Well, I'm surprised it's made it to the final, but it's certainly got here on merit. It's went through the heats, it's went through the rounds, it's came through, and it's got there to the end. Let me do another quick sip of this one, guys, and I'm going to have to pick one. So much balance, so much complexity, powerful, punchy, peaty, smoky, meaty. At the same time, it's so juicy, it's so jammy, it's so sticky. So much going on. Both quality whiskies, guys. So now the moment of truth. I've went all the way through March to get to this stage, and I was actually dreading getting to this stage because I don't know how I would. This is like when somebody asks you what your favourite whiskey is, when someone asks you who your favourite child is. How can you choose? Can you choose between Rebecca or Tommy? How can you pick your favourite child? This is what it feels like. I'm a professional. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to upset one of them. I'm going to have to upset some Glen Scotia fans, and I'm going to have to upset some Bruichladdich and Port Charlotte fans. I'm going to have to upset some Campbeltown fans. I'm going to have to upset some Islay fans. But guys, it's purely on today's tasting. As I always say, tomorrow it could be that one, and today it could be this one. So, without any further ado, let's see the winner of the March Malt Madness Tournament 2023 is going to be. Oh, need that pause, don't we? Port Charlotte OLC 2010. Wow, that was tough. Wow, man, what a guys, what a tournament, what a decision. Unfortunately, Glen Scotia is just again, it's just fell at the last fence. It's got all the way through. It's done the Grand National course. It's jumped 44 fences, and it's there in the running right up to heading towards the line, and it fell at the last. So Port Charlotte just put in a bigger jump at the last and got there. But guys, that's it. That's the tournament complete. I'm very, very chuffed I've managed to get through it. I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend. If you've liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to the channel, what you waiting for, guys, just hit that big button down here. If you want to join us on Patreon, I'll pop all the links in the description. I've got a wonderful little Patreon community kicking around. They support me here and there and everywhere. It's just some fantastic. It helps me buy the whiskey. It helps me upgrade. It helps me do whatever. But guys, that's it. That's Malt Madness. March Malt Madness completed. If I'm still around in 2024, then I might do another Malt Madness series. Dive in, let me know in the comments whether you've liked the series, if you enjoyed the series, if you followed it through. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Dive in, give me the thumbs up, give me the thumbs down. If you give me the thumbs down, guys, tell me why you give me the thumbs down, and that helps me kind of work things out. But until next year, until March Malt Madness 2024, I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend. As always, don't forget to send some good whiskey straight down the hatch. And remember, the pleasure's in the sharing, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers now.